Taya.
What exactly are we doing right now?
I think we're filming our very first podcast.
Heck yeah! Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's exactly right, bestie. Oh my
Party.
gosh. My name is Dea.
And I'm Grace.
Hey, Grace. So, welcome to our podcast. It's
Called,
it's called Off the Rails.
yes.
So,
because we are heading off the rail, guys. So
exactly.
hop in.
Hop on the train and just relax and experience pure chaos.
Exactly.
So a little about myself. My name's Dea, as I said a while ago, and my pronouns are they, she. I do prefer they, but you know, I am very flexible. I don't really consider hobbies, but I play like 2 instruments. I play the piano and the guitar, both very badly.
That's a lie.
Excuse me. Okay, thanks, babe. But like, yeah, and I occasionally make origami. I'm learning to anyway, and I have an account which you can go check out.
Yeah, follow.
But yeah, mostly well, that's all I mostly do. For music, I do like a lot of music. My genres are a mess because here's the thing, my music taste evolved from really old music then to like 2000s pop punk, and so I had my emo phase. I bet Grace remembers that very well. And then
Just
you know,
a little.
just a little, just enough to traumatize her. Anyway, mostly that's it. And for now, well, I think it's a mess because I mostly just go on Spotify. Am I allowed to say that? I go on
Why
Spotify.
not?
Yeah, that's true. We're already putting it on Spotify anyway. I go on Spotify, I play shuffle, and then I add whatever to my playlist. You can also go follow my Spotify, by the way. I make a bomb
She has
playlist.
great playlist.
Thank you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I don't like I don't like homophobes. That's my main thing. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Homophobes aren't allowed on this podcast.
Exactly. If you're a homophobe, if you hate the gays, leave. Cause
Exactly.
leave. Cause I will.
We are all about love here.
We're all about love and equality and very much acceptance.
Amen.
Okay. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for me, honestly.
Well, I
What
don't
about
really
you,
have
Grace?
much to share. My name is Grace, if you haven't caught on. I go by she, her, and I also like music, like Taya. We have that in common.
Yes.
Messy genre. I also play the piano and
Very
guitar
good, by the way.
recently.
Very good.
And the ukulele.
She's very good at ukulele. Very
I
much.
just love music in general. So like, yeah. And I don't really dislike anything. I'm very open, I'd like to say. So I'm just hoping to share some stories and help some people out, whoever's listening. With
Hell yeah.
Taya and I's.
Taya
Why is
and
that so
I's.
weird to say? Taya and I's advice.
It's my name. My name can confuse people. By the way, for those who are listening, my name is spelled like tea, the drink, but you pronounce it as Taya, as in like Thea, but without the H. I know that's confusing, but like, you'll catch on eventually. I bet you will.
They better catch on.
They better catch on.
Sorry.
But yeah. So welcome to us. Well, we're mostly going to we're not really going to talk about some specific stuff. Mostly just
For
whatever.
This episode,
yeah, for this episode. Yeah. For this episode, we're not really going to talk about anything too important. We'll leave that to the later episodes. But yeah, for now we're just going to introduce ourselves, like give off the
Just
vibe.
hanging out.
Just hanging out, chilling out, doing the most. But
Yes.
so we started this podcast.
We planned this.
We planned it. We planned it. Let's say how many months ago? Ages ago. And
We
it
don't know.
actually started with a very, very fishy, funny story. Basically, all I remember is Grace and I were on a call because I called her up and I was like super broken up about something, and eventually after I was finished having my breakdown, we somehow got to the topic of fish. And not like
Fish. Something we both aren't too fond of.
exactly. We both are not very fond of fish. Mostly me, because I do not eat fish. If anyone's gonna cancel me over that, please do. I'm sorry. I'll make an apology video later. But my notes apology. I'll be posting it on my Twitter. But basically, I was broken up about something, and we ended up talking about fish, and not just like fishing like fish. We were talking about fish pickup lines and how bad they were. We were searching up fish pickup lines on the internet, and they were very, very funny because they were bad.
Some cringy.
Some cringy. Most of them were cringy.
Some were kind of terrifying, if we're being honest.
Yes, it gave horror vibes, but
Much
but-
Jaws.
much Jaws that works on. Is that technically a fish? Sharks are not fish. Sharks are mammals. Someone will be mad at me about that. Anyway, if I get that wrong. To call this? Sorry, I got lost.
Fish pickup
Yeah,
lines.
fish pickup lines. We spent. Oh, okay. See, after what seemed like 20 minutes of fish call, of like fish talk, fish pickup lines, turned out to be an hour and 58 minutes of fish. Just fish pickup lines between
Don't
me
know how we
and
talked
Grace.
about fish for that long.
Exactly. And it's not like we talked about anything else. We just straight on just went off about fish. And after we ended the call, we were like, "Hey, how did we talk about fish for 2 hours? Was that something that we planned or something? Like, how did that happen?" And we were like, "You know what? We talk so much. We're so chaotic in our talks, and we get so distracted easily that we should start a podcast. I think that would be a very good idea.
Share our interesting conversations.
Our interesting conversations about fish,
Fish.
aquatic,
Exactly.
aquatic animals.
So then, how long did it take us from there to get to here?
Well, we did the suggestion around what, June-ish.
I still lived at my old house. That's how long it's been.
And I still had school at the time. I was still going to my old school at the time. So that must have been very, very, very long ago.
Oh, we should probably point out that we're both homeschoolers.
Yeah, we
Woo!
are. Whoop, whoop. It's a very good homeschool, and we're both thriving
This is your first year, right?
Yeah, it is. It is my first year in homeschool, and so far I am doing rather well.
Yes, we love to hear that.
And Grace actually was the one who introduced me to the homeschool, and I thought, I was like, hey, this is nice. I think it's really cool, homeschool. And I could be with my bestie. I can be with my best friend, and we can be classmates. Well, not technically classmates though, are we? We're just
not much really changed considering like the online classes thing.
That's true. Well, I still kind of do miss like physical class at times, most times, because like it's better to like see people, because now you just kind of look at a screen and it's
hurts your eyes.
Not the same. It hurts your eyes. It does. Like right now, I'm wearing blue light glasses. Blue lens. I have never worn glasses in my entire life before this, so it's a nice change, but also it ouchie because my eyes. Ouchie, boo boo.
There's pros and cons, like every other thing in life.
That's true, but for here, it kind of is mostly cons though, because I can't see Grace most of the time. I've only seen her like this year, once, twice,
but I
thrice.
feel like it would be very different if we weren't in a pandemic.
That's true. Yeah, like we would be like more. We'd be more free, I feel like.
True.
And the pandemic's been hard for everyone, and like kids are struggling with coping with all of this chaos. And hopefully we can just hopefully this will pass and everyone will be okay by the end of this, and we can talk about fish in real life.
Exactly. We can share fish pickup lines in real life.
And most of which will probably not work on me.
You don't know that.
Really?
I might just find a really good one.
Really?
Really. Very really.
A very nice fish pickup line. That would be cool.
So, do you have anything else to share about yourself?
Well, I believe that like on this show, this is really a safe space for a lot of discussions that would that are important for people our age.
Yes.
Yeah, because.
How old are you?
Well, I'm 16, and I'm gonna be turning 17. I'm gonna be turning 17 on the 14th, and I don't know. It took me a while to like sink in that I'm turning 17, which is very weird to like process.
It's a very weird age.
It is a very weird age.
It really hits you out of nowhere.
Exactly. And how old are you, Grace?
I'm 17 already.
Oh my god, you're older than me.
18. I'm so scared to turn 18.
Oh, dude. Growing up is scary, dude, honestly.
It is. Which is why we have this podcast.
Yeah, because,
for anyone who feels the same.
Because it's good to talk about the stuff that you're scared of. I mean, it's a way to cope.
Exactly.
And it's something that really, like, these kinds of issues, mostly we don't really get to talk about it much anymore. I mean, now we kind of remove the stigma around topics like that. But, it's still pretty hard to expand upon it with people. So I guess maybe this podcast, if it does well, then if it does what we intended, it will do well. If it does what we intended it to, it could help people with stuff that we're struggling with as well. Like, help the conversation keep going, if that makes sense. Yeah.
both lighthearted
and fishy. I'm kidding, sorry.
What's the opposite of lighthearted?
Dark-hearted. Sorry.
Exactly, lighthearted and dark-hearted conversations.
Exactly.
Right here on our podcast.
And this podcast, it may be like we may be a little younger on the spectrum of age. But you know, we'll be trying our best, and if you keep listening, then like, hey, welcome to
I promise we'll get better as we go.
this is our first episode. We hope you stick around, because you know we do wish you stick around, because
Exactly. Hop on the train.
Hop on the crazy
Please
train.
Stay for the ride.
Yeah.
Might be a little bumpy,
It might go.
but
It
we
might-
guarantee a fun time.
Yeah, it might go. It might. You know, you could say it might. You know, it might. It might go off the rails.
Yeah, it just might go off the rails.
It might. It might result to conversations about very very random topics. See, we get distracted a lot when we're talking about stuff. That's our main
Wow.
thing, honestly. And I think that should be one thing that you should expect from the show. You should we will keep you on your feet,
Exactly.
and
We'll be going back and forth. Some topics, they'll last 5 seconds, and we'll never go back to them.
we might not even we might not even stay on topic long enough for it to match whatever title we give it. So
Exactly.
just expect a lot of talking and a lot of detours and tangents, because that's exactly what this show is about. Rails.
Exactly.
And
Chaos.
going off rails and going off of them.
Exactly.
So yeah,
That should
I hope
be our slogan.
yeah, rails and going off of them. So we hope you stay. We hope you enjoy the rest of whatever this is. What is this?
A rail
that we
that
go
we're
off
going
of.
off of.
Exactly, that's exactly what we're doing. It's a rail that we go off of. And you know, we're very happy to be doing this. We're to be given having the opportunity to do this. And so you know, interact with us.
It's gotta be an experience.
It is. Feel free to interact with us online. We'll soon enough we'll have an Instagram account and a hopefully
Right now,
other
we don't have anything.
right now we're like you know, we're just planning kind of, but we're doing this
podcast honest.
we do keep this podcast honest. But yeah, soon enough we'll be on social media, and you can go follow us there, because we're gonna be posting a lot, and you can engage, ask questions, suggest topics, because you know, eventually we'll be asking you guys for some topics as well, and yeah, that'll be a good way to communicate with the audience.
Yes. Can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear from all of y'all. So yeah,
So I
We
guess
hope you enjoy.
We'll see you guys
in the next episode. Hell yeah. So see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.